all those people, why all those so-called scrubs play, like where instead of effort or Hydra when a Zerg was needed, or and so on.
But I think it's a bit different though, because Where came out in set 3, which was really questionable. They were like 1-1 and they sent out Where, and I'm like, that seems a bit weird. But if you're sending out in the if you're like going out in the first set, like if they go BB Young and then they send out, you know, Effort, Hydra, and Harangi or Movie or whatever, then I'd be okay with that. If you just want to send out random guy in set number 1. I mean, I agree it's a little bit. They kind of need some wins now due to their recent record, but I think it's still a good idea to get the newbie some practice. Anyway, it looks like Last is going to be building a very forward barracks here, kind of just outside his natural. Most likely it's going to be a scouting barracks, going to lift that off and go scout with it. BB Young, on the other hand, has walled himself in with 1 depot and 1 barracks. We are on electric circuit. And Last, actually, is he like 6-1 now, or 6-2 or something? He had a 6-0 win streak. 6-1, okay. Yeah, I know he had the 6-0 win streak that was broken by Action of all people. So he was really impressing me in the beginning of the season, and you know, I think he's still pretty impressive. His TVT certainly is very, very strong. So I'm not really liking BB Young's chances.
They just show it.
Ah, 7-1, excellent, perfect. So yeah, I don't really think BB Young has any chance whatsoever. But it looks like he's gonna do a 1-Rax expand to his back mineral only. That is a very bizarre decision. That expansion is not very useful at all in TVT. It's a mineral only with fewer mineral patches than normal. I mean, I hope he's got something sneaky planned.
I guess the expansion in itself is pretty sneaky because it's hard to scout. You kind of have to drive the barracks. Do you say drive the barracks or fly the barracks? You say fly the barracks, right?
I guess if you're a barracks pilot, then you drive the barracks, man. Could you imagine? You get up in the morning and you just drive your barracks to work? Oh my god. Guys, that I just realized like what I want. I don't need any fancy like Ferrari or Porsche or anything. I want a barracks. I want to drive my barracks down the highway. Dude, get all the women.
Did Last just sniper Marine there? Because there was a bloodstain right outside of BB Young's natural.
I think he just did. I think he just showed that SCVs are in fact the powerhouse unit for Terran. I mean, we all knew SCVs were ridiculously strong already, but I mean that just goes to show. I mean, why? This is like the beginning of the revolution. You know, why would you go Medic Marine in TVZ when you can just go SCV Medic? You know, like, guys, it's way the future.
Why even bother with medics? You can just go SCV, pure SCV.
Exactly. I mean, you can even win a GSL championship like that. You know, it's all good. So it looks like Last is just doing something more normal. Gone for 1 Vulture and then expanding to his natural. Looks like we have followed 2 factories following up for BB Young. And Last barracks can come in here. Now that movement angle, I'm not quite sure if it's going to see the command center. It looks like it won't, and I don't know if he'll bother even checking up there, so that would be not so good for him. But once he sees what's inside the main base, he should get a little bit suspicious and perhaps go and check up there or something. I'm not really sure.
Maybe, maybe not, because, you know, the usual angle of the barracks, you fly around with it a little bit, you scout the factory count, and then you go to the natural and check once again whether there's an expansion. Well, at least in those TVTs I've observed, I've seen this trend. And they usually don't check the back expansion at all. So he might just edge in a few minerals and get that natural out just a little bit faster due to that.
That is true. That is true. That would actually, that's actually a good idea. Let's see. Oh, there are 2 CJ guys getting intimate. I actually didn't recognize. Was one of those guys Snow and the other guy was somebody? I think that was Snow and somebody. Alright. Uh-oh. The wall's not down. Dude, Last, go. Go for it. Oh, missed his chance. Looks like poor Vulture guy gets trapped outside. Wow. And wait, did he just lift his command center?
He did. You see the mineral only? No blue, no yellow dots there.
What the? Wait, what?
No idea.
Wait, huh? He just
What's worse, it's mined as well now. So he's losing so much money, mining time. He probably could have just built another command center for all the mining time lost there.
Oh my god, BB Young, what the hell is he doing?
He thought he was being super strategic, but it just blew up in his face.
Oh, BB Young, this is like so bad. And now he's just suiciding vultures for no reason. This strategy. I mean,
He's not that far behind in supply, actually.
I think what's going on is like he took that expansion to be super safe, I guess, in case Last was doing something like hyper aggressive, and then once he saw that Last didn't actually do anything crazy, he just decided to switch it to his natural because that's a better expansion. But this is not an optimal build, I don't think. And Last is just taking his third. Like, he's playing fine. He's not doing anything too special, you know. He's just playing solid standard TVT, and BB Young is just like yucking himself for absolutely no reason. Oh, nice snipe on the SCV.
I would not count him out just yet, because you see, if he can delay some expansions a bit, do some optimal harassment, this is not game-breakingly over yet.
Well, the lift in itself is not game-breaking, but it's just like the sheer stupidity of the move makes me doubt that he can actually finish the game in any coherent manner. I mean, now he's taking the minute only again. Like, he just had a command center there, and now he's building another one. And as I said before, that's not a very useful expansion in TVT. I mean, he is going mass vultures, though. Actually, to be fair, he is going mass vulture, in which case the minute only is okay. But Last is just countering that with mass vulture supported by Goliaths, which is better than just vulture. So, yeah. And now he's pushing up. He's gonna lay some mines. Mines all over the place.
When do you think we'll be seeing some siege tanks? Because mass siege tanks are pretty good in TVT.
Well, it's interesting because actually I feel like I haven't seen a mass vulture TVT for quite a while, but this used to be, I wouldn't say common, but we used to see it, you know, kind of mixed in with the standard siege tank Goliath shenanigans. Basically, if you go for a very fast...
Do you see those vultures?
Yep, going into the natural. Good job.
They're gonna do a lot of damage.
But I mean...
See, this is what I mean. If he harasses enough, then Last's forces are pretty pushed far forward, so he might deal a lot of economic damage and get back.
Yeah. Basically, the thing is, if you go for this mass vulture strategy, and the other guy is kind of forced to follow you into it, because if you try to produce him, just go straight siege tank and Goliath, he's just gonna have so many more vultures and lay spider mines all over the place, and it's a little bit difficult to move out. So, yeah. By the way, somebody, some people in the chat are pointing out the beeping. That is in fact my fire alarm. I have to change the batteries or something. Yeah, so I apologize, but oh wells.
I hope mine doesn't go off. I just lit the oven. If there's lots of smoke, it might be just the dark swarm, so I'll ignore it.
And looks like BB Young moving out a little bit. Oh!
Oh, the mines! The mines! Oh!
See, that, ladies and gentlemen, is why it is difficult to move out with just a few siege tanks against someone who's going mass vulture. Oh man, now he's just gonna get rolled. Look at that A move. That A move from Last. BB Young is just like, oh god. Oh man. Just adding to Last's win ratio.
Did he just lose like 20 supply there?
Probably, probably.
Yeah. And so many SCVs lost as well.
Oof.
But that counter vulture harass doesn't actually help him get back gold that much, but it is a nice move.
Well, I mean, he can kill as many SCVs as he wants. He's got no army, and he's contained on his 3 bases, so it's like, eh, what are you gonna do?
Last doesn't want to be that far forward, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't need to go, that far in. He can just kind of hold a contain kind of a little bit further back. That makes it harder to break out as well. And looks like we got some starports going down for both players. Nice
Can he
spotting.
build? Can he build like turrets there?
Some of it is buildable, I think, not all of it. Actually, I'm not
Because
sure. No, I think actually most of it I think is unbuildable. Actually, that's a good point. And it looks like BBYong actually does push the contain back a little bit, so he is able to get some more vultures out now. Oh, it looks like they're getting a little bit
Mhm.
stuck on those minerals there. A bit unfortunate.
Mm. And those vultures are going to attack the. That's 9 o'clock. Yeah, the 9 o'clock again. Last is actually doing a pretty bad job at defending it. I'm a
Yeah.
huge Last fan, but seems uncharacteristic.
Yeah, I mean,
He,
it is difficult to really deal with speed vultures. They're just so fast and they just get everywhere. Um, I mean, I guess maybe he could leave one siege tank there at the 9 o'clock. That might be a good idea. But on the other hand, that's like one siege tank by itself is actually kind of vulnerable to a control group of vultures anyway. So I don't know. I think he just has to have a little bit better multitasking and stuff. And yeah, you're correct. Just kind of keep pace with BBYong's vultures. But losing so many vultures trying to get out there. And he still has like a what 30 something supply lead. So Last still in fantastic shape here.
also, look at the gas difference. One of them has like 1.2k gas over, and the other has like 200.
Yeah, it's interesting. Well, because Last actually took the gas base first as his third, whereas BBYong took the mineral only. And since they're both going mass vulture, obviously they're actually investing a lot of the minerals, unlike a usual TBT. So that's why Last is actually banking a lot of gas here. Although I mean he will be able to use that eventually. Mass vulture is
Mhm.
not going to work forever. They are going to start switching. I mean, as we've already seen them switching more into siege tanks, they're going to start getting some Goliaths and stuff. So this gas will eventually be useful, whereas BBYong is just not going to have it. So he's going to be behind on those beefy tech units.
I actually like that Lost is building those raves there, because what can BB do at this moment? He can try to get some raves out, or he can drop. And against drops and
Oh
raves, more raves are
no,
useful.
the back door got broken down and all the vultures are going to take down so many SCVs. Finally some counter. And looks like Last actually did leave a one siege tank there at the 9 o'clock as I suggested, so I'm pretty happy about that. Looks like Last agrees that that is a good decision. Meanwhile, he's just taking down this mineral only.
And now he knows for certain that a drop or raves are coming. Most certainly a drop, because when you would have raves at this moment, you would use them to kill off those vultures invading your back door. Now he knows a drop is coming, and it seems it to fly right into the raves.
Oh, it's actually so close. Not quite. No, man. That was really lucky for BBYong. And by lucky, I mean he's losing all his SCVs in the main anyway. So I'm not sure if that's what you would consider lucky, but well, I mean making a valiant effort to come back, and he has done some pretty good vulture harass this game. I gotta say, he's been losing, but Last SCV count, his economy is not particularly amazing, but at this point it doesn't really matter. Although, wait, he got the 3 o'clock up somehow when I wasn't looking, so actually they're going to be on even bases pretty soon here. Last is going to have his mineral only, which doesn't matter that much, and also the top left base, natural, which is not mining just yet. So BBYong is kind of fighting to stay alive here quite valiantly against someone of Last caliber. Quite nice.
He's still 30 supply behind, and behind on resources as well. Also, he's behind on tech now, and he just lost his armory. And he might just lose that command center as well.
Ooh, yeah, he's going to lose that for sure. So now he's moved out of his natural, but the back of his base is getting taken down. Wow, the Wraith's just going to start pew-pewing down those siege tanks as well. Does he not have any Goliaths? Because he doesn't have an armory. Oh my god, he has no anti-air! He can't even do
He just
anything.
finished his armory again.
Oh my god, and now, well, he's pushing out a little bit down here.
That's not gonna break anything.
Yeah, and it's not far enough to do anything, so he's kind of stuck. And looks like Seashank's rolling into his back now. Oh man.
Rolling? Trolling? No difference.
Huh?
Did you just say rolling or trolling? Sounded like trolling.
Rolling or trolling, man. They're trolling while they're rolling. Well, those rates are actually doing a lot of damage. They're just killing SCVs left and right in the main. Those little 8 damage lasers are pretty scary.
And the other armor is going down as well, so what can BB Young really do? No more starport, no more armory.
GG! And STX goes up 1-0 against CJ. That's alright, because BB Young was the sacrificial lamb in the first set. And you know, it was good for him to actually get taken down by last, so that means STX has used one of their good players. So now CJ just needs to go and send out the big guns, and they'll be good to go.
Next game will be on Outlier, right?
I have no idea.
I think we'll be seeing a PvP there, because, well, Outlier is infamous for its PvP.
Well, also, we've seen a lot of Zergs though recently as well. Zerg snipers and ZVZs.
Well, I usually, when I do my predictions, I like write up the lineups, which I think are going to appear on those maps. And for this map, I have written Trap versus Snow, because STX has usually used Trap to do something against Protoss. He's always failed, but what are the other options? I mean, Shuttle really hasn't been played all that much, and I guess Snow isn't. Well, Snow is kind of the best PvP player when Horang 2 is slumping.
Well,
so,
let's load up the VOD and find out.
You do the countdown, man.
Alright, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. And it looks like it is not going to be a PvP, it is going to be a ZVP here. Calm.
Oh my god, is that